when normal childhood becomes deviant behavior. Children are different. Some are calm, others intense. Some are quiet, others energetic. This has always been part of human development. But in today's Sweden, variation is tolerated less and less. A child who moves a lot, speaks loudly, has strong emotions, does not adapt quickly, risks becoming a case. Instead of adapting the environment to the child is forced to adapt to the system. And when the child does not fit, a diagnosis becomes the solution. Diagnoses and medication as a substitute for time and relationships. Today, there is a serious lack of nuance in how psychiatric diagnoses and medications are used for children. Medication often becomes a response to structural failures, overcrowded classrooms, lack of resources in schools, insufficient family support. Strong medications are given to developing brains, sometimes without all other alternatives being fully explored. Emotions are dampened, behaviors are silenced. Children become manageable. But calm is not the same as well-being. When children's natural reactions to stress, insecurity, and separation are medicated away, we risk harming their development, psychologically and neurologically. Placements as trauma, not a neutral measure. Separating a child from their parent is one of the most invasive actions a society can take. Yet placements in Sweden have become increasingly common, sometimes even in situations that, in other countries, would have been met with support within the home. Repeated separations and moves are not neutral. They are traumatic. They affect attachment, self-esteem, identity, trust in adults. Children who are uprooted again and again lose their foundation. It is not surprising that these children later develop mental ill health, destructive behaviors, or aggression. From rootlessness to criminality. Children who lose family, belonging, and stability seek new contexts. In some cases, criminal environments become a substitute for what is missing: structure, identity, and community. This is not a defense of violence, it is an explanation. A society that first creates rootlessness and then expresses shock at the consequences refuses to take responsibility for its own choices. Why does this not happen to the same extent in poorer countries? Not because those countries lack problems, but because they often retain something Sweden has lost. Tolerance for children's differences. Stronger family cohesion. Less institutionalization. More time. Children are allowed to be difficult. Families are allowed to struggle. Problems are allowed to mature and resolve over time. In Sweden, intervention comes early, but often wrongly. A system built for exceptions has become the norm. Of course, there are situations where children must be protected. But when a system is built around the worst cases and then applied broadly, more people are harmed than helped. Control has replaced trust. Standardized solutions have replaced human judgment. Fear has replaced relationships. Conclusion: Sweden must dare to rethink. We do not need more investigations. We do not need more diagnoses. We do not need more placements. We need to strengthen families instead of breaking them apart. Provide support without threats. Allow children to develop at their own pace. Reduce over-medication. Restore human judgment within systems. A society that does not trust its families will never create secure children. And a society that harms its children harms its future.